Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you all have been great and fantastic and had some good times. Guys, for today's video, I want to jump on Bleacher Report and have a look at an article they released a couple of days ago, 5 trades to shake up 2024-2025 NBA starting lineups. I also want to do some rebuild soon because my 2K just arrived. And yeah, so just hang around if you want to wait for this. But for today, I don't have so much time, so we have to stick to a shorter video. And guys, I hope you enjoy it. If you do so, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, just recommend my channel. It would really help me out a ton. So here we go. So they have Jeremy Grant in the article as a picture. So the Jazz have Walker Kessler for Brandon Ingram. Interesting. The Brandon Ingram, Lauri Markkanen fit in Utah would worry me a little bit because they have a lot of similarities in their playing style. And yeah, I would try to build better around Lauri. But on the other side, for the Pelicans, it does make a lot of sense. They do need that center. They have been in talks to, or there have been some rumors about Jared Allen, Wendell Carter Jr., guys like that. And Walker Kessler makes a lot of sense. Although I still want to see him in a Jazz uniform. I think the Jazz should really build around him because they showed with Rudy Gobert what they can do with a defensive-minded center. And you know, Gobert brings all the potential to be the next Rudy Gobert, like in a right environment. I love his energy. He's a great shot blocker, and yeah, I was so surprised that last year he was kicked out of the starting five sometimes. But I hope, yeah, he can turn it around this year, stays in Utah, and has another great season with Lauri Markkanen and those guys. And Ingram, I don't like it too much. Like, I still think another team would be a better fit for him. Maybe somebody like the Lakers or the Hawks, even the Magic I was thinking about could be interesting. Yeah, so I don't think this is the best trade for both sides. And the Pelicans would also acquire John Collins, of course, because of the money thing. For the Pelicans, it would be a great trade. For the Jazz, not so much in my opinion. Right, let's go right to the next one. Memphis upgrades the center spot. That's what they really need. Brandon Clark, I do think is a fine NBA player, but I see him more as a backup. And Triple J, I see him more as a power forward. And yeah, so let's look at the trade. So the Memphis Grizzlies acquire Robert Williams from the Portland Trail Blazers for Brandon Clark and 2 second-round picks. So Robert Williams, of course, can unfortunately never stay healthy. That is just the story of his career so far. If he could stay healthy, I definitely see like a kind of Mitchell Robinson player in him, or Clint Capella, somebody like that, like a good old traditional center who can give you like 10 points, 8 rebounds every night. And the Grizzlies exactly need that, you know. They need an upgrade at the center position. I'm not sure if Zach Edey can be that, especially not this year. And in the long term, I do think he has a future in the NBA, but probably more like a backup. And yeah, they just need a dominant center. I was also thinking maybe DeAndre Ayton could be interesting for the Grizzlies just because he's a little bit more healthy. He's also dominant, can shoot the three just a little bit, and yeah, he also needs to turn around his career a little bit. And in Memphis, with Ja Morant being the leader who also needs to turn around his career, it could become a very interesting a duo there. So if we look at the trade, I mean, the problem with Williams is really his health. So I don't know. I think. But Brandon Clark is also hurt a lot, so it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I would try to pull up something different, and yeah, I wouldn't do this trade. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments section. Alright, so let's go to the next trade, and it is Lakers add Jeremy Grant to first unit. Alright, let's see. The Los Angeles Lakers acquire Jeremy Grant from the Portland Trail Blazers for Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, and a 2029 first round pick. Wow, so Dalton Knecht and that first round pick is definitely something to get Jeremy Grant. I have like I feel terrible to say that, but I've never been a great fan from Jeremy Grant, and especially now with his huge contract up. I would be careful if I'm the Lakers, especially with giving up Dalton Knecht, who I think could become a starter this year at some point. So I would be careful with it. On the other side, the Trailblazers, they get that 2029 first round pick and Dalton Knecht. Yeah, I would do it if I'm them. I don't think you can get like 2 or 3, maybe 2 first round picks. One of them is like has a protection on it for Jeremy Grant. But yeah, that first round pick in 2029 could become very valuable because AD probably is gone there then, and LBJ. So yeah, interesting. I would do it if I'm the Trailblazers because I like the trade, and if I'm the Lakers, I would stay away from it. I would look like you don't really need another big guy. You know, you have LBJ, you have AD, and now you're bringing in another one. I just think they should focus more on a guard. You know, like D'Lo is fine. I do think he's very. He didn't get enough credit for what he's doing for the Lakers, but I still would try to get like a better shooting guard. You know, I love Austin Reeves, but I don't know if he's the long-term answer. You know, there was, especially at the beginning of last year, there were times where he just looked overwhelmed, you know, and maybe his spot is a six-man off the bench. You could say the same with D'Lo, maybe he should come off the bench. So I would look for a better guard, you know. Of course, Trae Young would be amazing. Let's see what happens there. Alright, Miami brings in Kyle Kuzma. That's of course been in a lot of rumors. So the Heat acquire Kuzma from the Wizards for Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, Josh Richardson, and a first round top 10 protected pick in 2030. Wow. So that is really not a lot to get Kyle Kuzma, who has been very good, you know. I don't know what he's averaging, but I think like 20 points, and he played very well with the Lakers. So you're just giving up Duncan Robinson. I mean, he's like the all-time 3-point shooting leader from the Heat history, so he has that for him. But you know, I think he's an X factor. Like when he gets hot, he can turn around the game. Nikola Jovic, they have not done a great job developing him. Yeah, and that first round pick, if he's top 10 protected, I pull the trigger on that if I'm the Heat, because you want to compete right now. Yeah, if I'm the Wizards, I wouldn't do it. I think Kuz is worth more, especially some more picks. At least one unprotected and then maybe one more protected, but it's not enough for me. Alright, let's look at the final one. New Orleans finally adds a center. Interesting. Is that Jalen Duren? New Orleans Pelicans acquired Jalen Duren from the Detroit Pistons for Jordan Hawkins, 2026 first round swap rights via Milwaukee, and a second round pick via Chicago. What the crap? I mean, this is ridiculous. Why would my Pistons, like Jalen Duren is easily our second best player after Cade, or like our most promising player after Cade. He looked great. He's very young. He's like 19 years old. I think he was like, when he came into the league, he was the youngest player from that class. You know, he's so dominant. His body is definitely looks like 25-year-old, full of muscles, great athlete. Can play great ball, you know. Like, of course, he has some stuff which he needs to work on, like his shot and like his passing abilities. But he's been doing great in Detroit, and one of the few light spots from my favorite franchise. So yeah, this deal is ridiculous. A second round and a first round swap rights, 2026. That probably is not getting you anything. And Jordan Hawkins, I mean, of course, a great shooter. But why would they do that, man? Like, not for Jalen Duren. So if I'm the Pistons, I stay completely away from this trade. If I'm the Pelicans, of course I do it. Yeah, interesting. Alright guys, that's already it for today's video. Like I said, I just wanted to make a short one, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know in the comment sections if you did. I love you guys. If you could leave a like, subscribe to my channel, would help me out a lot. I love you, and see you at the next one. Peace.